Hello from Arlington, Texas. We're live inside Globe Life Field. It's time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The Atlanta Braves and the Texas Rangers. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
Pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started. And today's starting pitcher, Randy Johnson. Singing, the numbers he's racked up in his career are almost unprecedented.
Over 5,000 strikeouts, and I think it's in the head of his opponents. It's almost like guys expect to strike out. Can't wait to watch his electric stuff in this one.
Now the left fielder, number 0. Popped up. 1 away. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Roberto Clemente.
Now, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average, and being able to do that is extremely good bat-to-ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach, uses all fields, and he's got a game plan when he comes to the plate. So let's just keep our eyes on him. I think it's pretty hard to take your eyes off of him.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1 out, base is empty. And he swings over the top there. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
And now here is number 9. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Under this one. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. And we're back. And today's starter, Roger Clemens, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
Yeah, Boog, he's got some of the best strikeout stuff in the history of the game. Over 4,000 career strikeouts. We'll see how many he's got today.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now a chance for Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Man, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Jeff Bagwell will hit next. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 out, space is empty. Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Rangers go down quickly there. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the veteran outfielder, Roberto Clemente. Right through there for a strike. That one missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count. Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Now it's going to be Kenny Chambers, and that misses. 2-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now the catcher up to hit, Pudge Rodriguez. Just missed. That one fouled off. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Now snap throw to first, and he's back in safely. Chambers, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Now it's the second baseman. Next offering upstairs. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the third and final game of the series. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So up next, Pete Rose. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
3 ball.
That one
strike.
missing inside. Swing and a foul out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Lindor out to first. And that is the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Trout.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
You only live once, you gotta live it up.
Swings and chases a low one there.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder. And he swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No score here in the second. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Hard hit left side. On to first. Yeah. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. That one ripped. Going back. Caught just shy of the wall. Nothing across here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. No score. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1. Short hop liner, handled it short. Nicely done for the out. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish, and 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And a breaking ball misses outside. Top of the third, no score. Slider misses outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And the Braves go down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. Back in Arlington, and now number 8.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
Outside low, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And next is the designated hitter. Check swing, and he held up. Nobody out, runner at first. That's in there, and it's 2-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Now here is number 99. Throws to Henderson. Return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 3 innings complete. We're tied, 0-0.
Every time you see me, I got something new.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Fastball is outside. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. And there's a ball.
3-1.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
Okay.
Stays alive. And now the lefty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Triple digits on that last pitch.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
So digging in, Roberto Clemente. 1 down, base is empty. And that's in for a strike. That's down and in. And it remains 2-2. On the ground to third. Zips it across. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the first baseman, Kenny Chambers. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Trout ranges back. Grabs it right up against the wall. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Bottom 4, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Second baseman.
The 1-1. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
Jeff Bagwell getting ready to hit. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Next up for Texas, Chipper Jones. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
And now batting, Mike Trout. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one hit to right. Clemente in position. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4. No score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that's downstairs and outside.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
The throw to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Right side, Bagwell. He steps on the bag, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Pete Rose. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes a nice running catch. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Digging in, number 11. Yeah, that's fouled off. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. Nope, he held back. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. She's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. She saved the extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's her friend, he'll give her a second to catch her breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch way upstairs. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the catcher. The 2-1. There's the strike. Headed towards the corner, and it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just one, but 2 runners in scoring position. So they'd love another base hit right here.
And now the DH. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Next pitch is outside. Now one miss. Two on, one out. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Here's the center fielder.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Rangers 1 and the Braves nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Yeah, there's the strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And that one upstairs.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch in foul ground.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
The Braves down by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one in the air, center field. Settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls and a strike. And strike 2.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one is out of here. His 41st home run of the season, and it ties it up. It's 1-1.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to, but he stays tall. His top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the center fielder. And it is 2-1. Two outs. And that is in for a strike. And the count's even at 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Camilo Doval preparing to come on if needed. Estevez getting loose as well. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Braves draw even on the solo homer. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
And misses inside. Off the mark there. And that's ball 3. Mike Trout waiting to hit for the Rangers. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Here's Mike Trout. His righty-lefty splits there.
We ain't even planning, but we matching though. Everybody looking what we
And that is out of play. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Clemens throws over. Jones back in on a dive. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 1 left for Texas. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Camilo Doval.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Roberto Clemente.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with 1 swing.
On the ground, and that one handled. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Kenny Chambers next up for the Braves. That misses. 2-1.
2-1.
Right through there for a strike. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Next to hit, Pudge Rodriguez. To third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Offense held in check there. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Slayton.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The left fielder.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short. Henderson over to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And there's a ball. Movement in the bullpen. Jeremiah Estrada getting loose out there. Uribe also getting ready. That misses, and it's 3-2. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He flexes his power with that swing, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One out, base is empty. And here's the catcher. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Just off the outside corner. 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer at that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. And they'll do it again. And that's a fair ball.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Here's the center fielder. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, number 15. Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Rip towards third. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. No outs. Runner at first. And next for Atlanta, Pete Rose. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now in for the Braves, Gunnar Henderson. Pickoff throw, and he's back in on the dive. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Over to Jazz, there's one. Over to Bagwell, and that double play ends the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
So they turn things over to the righty, Abner Uribe.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Back to the top of the order now. And now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
That one almost got him. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and that's the first out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Clemente sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Chipper Jones. The 3-1. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Now batting.
Man at first, Mike Trout digs in now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too. And a swing and a miss there.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the catch, and that's the third out. Rangers leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Orion Kerkering.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The next offering misses. 3-1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Late on that fastball.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a batter like this.
She goes down looking.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Next offering way off the plate. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Next pitch is outside. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And the tying run is on base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
One down, runner at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Really important at bat coming up now.
And here is Roberto Clemente. Swing and a ground ball up the middle in plenty of time to first. That takes care of Clemente.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So it's their last chance in this one. Kenny Chambers next up for the Braves. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Kerkering is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
But when you're on a 7-game losing streak, you've been both bad and unlucky. This win will be their reset button. I think now all of a sudden the ball will start to bounce their way, and before you know it, they'll be getting those breaks, and the other team will go home frustrated.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.